IDs, my one for the license and one for the state of Wyoming where I'm from. And he told me the situation. He's like, yeah, I've been reading the news, hearing the news lately about some terrorists or some Israeli people that are killing somebody because of solicitation business, something like that. I have no idea what he's talking about.
I do. I've read the bulletin too. It came through military and police and
okay. So I'm unaware of all that, and I told him, well, sir, can I have my IDs back? And I'm like, he's like, no, because you're still at my door. I'm like, well, what do you need to have him back? He's like, well, you know, what are you trying to do? Like, is that what you guys' scam is, bacon suit? I'm like, no. So I told him what's going on. I told him I'm working for Kirby. This is what we do at the door, blah, blah, blah. And then he gives me my IDs back, and, you know, that's how the story ends. But then we're exiting out the neighborhood. We're probably like 2 miles down further on the road. This
2 miles?
Yeah, we're like 2 miles further down the road. This gentleman...
2 miles.
Well,
you were like 3 subdivisions away.
Regardless, we were in another area. We left.
Yeah, we left the area, and then this gentleman follows us.
He follows us, and I noticed
because he was calling us.
Okay, and then I pick this gentleman up behind me. We pick him up, and we're leaving. And he's still following me, and I noticed that, so I flip around behind him to follow him. I stop, and then he gets out like he's, you know, I stopped to see what the deal was. He goes, "Do you have a problem?" I'm like, "Do you have a problem?" And you know, he just got in and sped off, and so I continued down, and he was in front of me. I continued down, and you know, of course, this is where we ended up.
He almost caused a wreck too on the opposite side of the road.
Okay. So here's the deal. I'm seizing your licenses. I'm going to give them back to the city clerk with a report recommending that they not reissue those licenses to you.
For what?
For violating the requirements.
What?
You didn't have the license visible, and you're going to people's doors too late. Okay.
No, let's show me on here.
I'm not going to show you on there. You find it yourself. Okay.
Officer,
here's my card.
I would like, first of all, I'd like for you, if you're going to be charging us with something.
I'm not charging you. I'm taking the license.
Restricting our licenses. I feel that it'd be fair for us to have it pointed out to us, because we had spent thousands of dollars to make sure that we're doing business legitimately, and for us to be doing business legitimately and then being harassed, followed, and have 10 cops come on us. I mean, I've been doing business here for the past 6 months. Dealt with several officers, more than agreeable. Okay. You know, we make it our utmost importance to, just like any other business, McDonald's, to go about doing our business right. Okay. So if you could point this out, we can know the problem and we can work on it and we can move on. We can fix it. Okay. I feel that like suspending our license is a little bit.
Suspending it, I'm just taking it. But let's go ahead and find the one here that says it's got to be visible.
I think a better solution would be...
Well, I'm sure you think it's a better solution, because that keeps you from losing your license.
Well, are you trying to prevent us from continuing doing business, or like trying to help us out?
Well, basically, based on the circumstances here, we have same planet, different worlds as far as what happened here, okay? We have a citizen who, for no particular reason, suddenly calls in and says that the guy over here came to his door and was extremely rude.
Oh my gosh.
And then that you guys drove rather poorly, and while he was following you, and he was on the phone with dispatch at the time, that you pulled up next to him and said, what's your problem, or do you have a problem, something like that. This came from dispatch saying what they heard. So I would say that's potentially going to be more reliable, because it's also what he said, than you saying that he jumped out of his car and started yelling at you.
No, we pulled over in the median. He tried to flip around, and I followed him, and he said, what's your problem? So what's the bottom line is, we're trying to do business, okay? We presented our what we needed to present, and you know, if you can tell us the problem that we can work on, then we can move on. And everybody, you know, we didn't do anything to intentionally harm him, to intentionally, you know, do anything wrong. Just like you're here to serve and protect, we're just doing our job, and I understand what you're doing, but I think, don't you feel that the best option would be to not punish a group of individuals that are legitimately trying to work and earn a dollar and make their living?
That right there is potentially the key where we may have a disagreement, and that is the legitimacy. Let's see. Okay, vendors and solicitors, hush please. You're allowed to engage in your licensed business between 9 a.m. and 1 hour after sunset. Okay, so sunset is about what? It's about 6:30, so about 7:30 is how late you can go. And what is it now? It's like 8:45, probably.
Okay, can I ask you
I know this call came out at 8. So,
can I ask you a question now?
So presumably you're already well past that. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. When they picked me up, I was already following that stuff. So why would I be having you take my stuff?
because you guys are all working together, as far as I can tell.
But it's not the same.
I just got picked up.
Okay, what were you doing for about 45 minutes before he picked you up? Just standing on the corner freezing?
A Kirby demonstration lasts two hours.
I was in a home because I got in there before sundown.
Okay.
And
So why were you doing the trying to do a demonstration more than an hour after sunset? You said you're fully aware of these rules. Here's the rule right here.
I said I have the bylaws with me.
You just elected not to read them.
I mean, how many pages? There's quite a bit of information, okay? So anytime there's a problem, I will fix it.
Would you wait until you're in violation and someone catches you and then you fix it?
Officer, how many times do you deal with solicitors? I'm sure quite a bit.
Entirely too frequently.
Absolutely, and how many of them don't have licenses?
A lot. They go to jail and we seize all their product. We're
Absolutely,
not taking you to jail, we're not
and I
seizing your
understand
product.
that. So the fact that you rarely run into a group of rarely run into a group of individuals that are licensed. Would you say that speaks a lot for what we're trying to do? That we're legitimately trying to do?
Here's the deal. Let me just kind of cut to the chase. Let me finish. What's your last name, sir? What's your last name?
B-O-W-E-R-S.
I can't hear you.
Where did it say that we had?
Hush, please, sir.
B-O-W-E-R-S.
Okay. Now, where did it say what?
Where did it say we had to have our
Dude,
IDs
is
presented? And
I found the one. I'm not going to keep digging for them. There's it's in there.
My driver's license?
The one for the time is in there. Your driver's license will be coming in just a second. Okay. The point is you were in violation of two different ones. Okay. I'm seizing the license, your license, because you were in violation of that. I'm not going to give you a citation for it. That's a misdemeanor citation. That would mean in 2 weeks you'd have to be in court or else you get a warrant for your arrest. Okay, so I'm cutting you a break in and I'm not charging you with it, but I am taking your license. You can contact the city code people and find out if they're willing to give it back to you.
So you're going to take away my license
Yes.
because I wasn't showing it, or I was
Taking it because
after?
you were too late and because
Okay.
it wasn't plainly visible.
if it's,
Okay.
I'm not going to dig it up. I already found one, you find the other. You
Okay.
told me that you got those codes
I
and
said
you
I
just
have
chose
them.
not to read them.
no,
Okay.
no one said that I didn't choose to read them.
You said you didn't read them.
Is your
and unless someone
you
forced
respond
you to not
to
read them.
respond to calls and problems, right?
Yes, and that's
Do you
exactly.
do you feel the best solution is to fix them or to just push it away?
This is how I'm fixing it. You
Okay.
don't agree with how I'm fixing it because it impacts you. I like the way I'm fixing it.
Either way, it impacts me. Okay. We just one problem is a win-win for both of us. The other one, it just seems like
I
we're
don't
being
see that.
harassed or being taken advantage of. We're a legitimate business, just like any other
You
business.
violated the law.
Okay, we
Do you want me to
violate.
give you the ticket too? I certainly can, and I
No.
can still seize it as evidence.
Okay, officer.
Right now, I'm cutting you a break. I'm just seizing it. The only other choice you're going to have is I'm going to seize it and issue a citation. Okay?
Okay.
Those